So I've had this case sat here for a while now, and I've been thinking, maybe it's time we get around to reviewing it. Yeah, so let's go. And there it is, the NZXT H400i, looking damn fine. So, to be perfectly honest, I was not expecting to get this case anytime soon, and NZXT are touting this as a premium Micro-ATX case, and for the price that you're paying, honestly, yeah, I'd hope it is premium. And having actually built in this case now, I can safely say that I'm inclined to agree with them. This is quite possibly one of the nicest cases I've ever built in, and it's genuinely been a pure delight, and I'll get into some of the reasons for that later on. But for now, how about we just take a look at some of the lovely features of this case. Alright, so the H400i comes with three 120mm AF fans. None of the included fans are RGB, however the case does come with a singular pre-installed RGB LED strip at the top of the case, as well as an additional strip which can be installed in any place you choose. The tempered glass side panel is secured with 4 thumb screws and fits with minimal gaps to the surrounding panels. The front, rear, top and side panels are all metal and built to high quality. There's also a subtle NZXT logo on the front panel which you can just about make out in certain lighting. Now, the right side panel I did find quite difficult to get back on once all the cables were in place, however that was likely due to my piss poor cable management skills rather than anything else. Whilst we're talking about the right hand side, there is less than an inch of space for cable management. However, to combat this, NZXT have made cable routing channels which aid with the positioning and routing of cables. NZXT also include a smart control box with the H400i, which can be used to control both RGB strips and fans. The inbuilt microphone supposedly uses machine learning to reduce the sound by up to 40%. Now, I can't verify either of those myself, however that's what NZXT claims. So I did find the front I/O of this case to be slightly disappointing, especially for the price tag. Now unfortunately there isn't any USB-C connections on the front of the case, which I found to be quite disappointing. However, you do get 2 USB 3.0 ports, a audio in, an audio out, and a hard drive indicator LED, which granted isn't particularly useful. I would have preferred to have had a reset switch or a USB-C port. However, I can live with that arrangement considering USB-C hasn't quite been fully adopted yet. So as unideal as it is, it's, you know, I can live with it. One other thing I learned about this case whilst building in it is that the cable management shroud, as nice as it is, can get in the way a little bit when you're trying to build. So for instance, it completely blocked my motherboard from fitting into the case, so essentially what I had to do was remove it from the case, put in the motherboard and then put it back. However, it did take me a little while to do that because I didn't realise quite how many screws there were holding it in place. There's a total of 4 screws holding that in place, 2 on the front and 2 on the back, so I'd make sure you remember to take out all of those before trying to rip it out of the case. It does come out reasonably easily. There's a few extra clips you have to undo, but other than that it's fairly easy to get out. And also, don't do what I did and forget to put it back in before you put in the graphics card, because then you'll have to take out your graphics card again just to put the cable management shroud back on. And that, trust me, is quite frustrating when you think you've finally finished your build, having to take it all apart again. So for the £120 that NZXT are currently charging for this, it's actually pretty good value for money. You get an incredibly well built case, which it has a lot of thought given to cable management, as well as a lot of thought given to just aesthetics and the sound as well. And so you get a very well performing case which has fantastic looks and compromises on very little. And so overall, is this case worth you buying at the current price point? I would say yes it is. So if you did find this video helpful and it did help you make up your mind whether or not to purchase the NZXT H400i, then please do leave a like. If you have any questions, comments about the case, or if you have any sort of tips or feedback for any videos in the future, or even this video, please do leave that in a comment down below as well. But if you didn't like this video and you thought it was a bit crap, you know what button to press. It's the dislike button. Press the dislike button. It does genuinely let me know that there was something wrong with this video. And if you do feel the need to press that button, then please leave a comment letting me know why you pressed that button. This is the longest outro I've ever done, so yeah, let's shorten it up. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.